Hello, this is Sam from Rambling About Wrestling, the only wrestling YouTube channel that forgets as this gimmick as an intro. Welcome to episode 2 of Gaze into the Future Shock. And as seen in the teaser posted days ago, we are looking at the world title reign of Declan McCarthy. Jack made it clear that if I was going to get an episode 2, I had to do this. I don't want to do this. As people know, my reaction to when Declan won the title, I hope he lost, but he didn't. He won the title, was not good. As you know, we have feuded this bitter feud, but now I am in control of his destiny. But Jack did tell me that I need to be impartial. So we're going to get a booking of his title reign today. I hope you enjoy. Let me know how you would book it, and let me know if you think he should lose the title even earlier than whenever I have him losing it. So let's get into it. So what do we know is in Declan McCarthy's future? It was announced yesterday, about time of recording, that at Strike First in March, he's facing Slam Johnson. He defends the title against Slam Johnson because Slambulance and Troy Ryan beat the McCarthy PC with Declan. This is an interesting first defense. Remember, Declan, I don't think has defended the title yet. Like, this will be his first defense, unless at Full Love Wrestling there's a surprise open challenge, but I doubt it because Declan McCarthy stated that he doesn't like open challenges because Joey always had an open challenge. There was never a storyline apart from Anniversary. That's why a bunch of people wanted Joey Hayes to lose the belt. No offense to Joey Hayes. So this being his first defense is odd. Slam Johnson obviously being Joey Hayes' last defense, I guess that links. I mean, people say it was a defense because he was facing Joey Nitro, whatever, Saturday Night Fever Joey Hayes. Let me know his name of his character, but yeah, just a very weird first defense. I like the fact that they're pushing Slam Johnson, but it seems weird that they're pushing him all the way to the main event scene. I thought, maybe start off at the Adrenaline Championship, then work up. But, Slam Johnson is a big, imposing force, so, it will work. I'm excited to see it. Excited to see how it plays out. But for the sake of this video not being 5 minutes long, Declan McCarthy will unfortunately win the match. And afterwards, he gets the PC to beat up Slam Johnson more. Proctor comes out trying making a save, but the numbers game overwhelms Proctor as well. And Declan McCarthy cuts a "You people see" promo. Don't know why with Wade Barrett or John Laurinaitis. I should be able to do an Irish accent. I am part Irish, but I can't. So that's the best you get. So in April, I have a curveball because I think Declan McCarthy's title reign, he doesn't need to defend it each show. Granted, this is the only show where I don't have him defending it. But I believe that Declan McCarthy, if this title reign were to go longer than what I'm predicting or booking, then this would be like the framework you go for it, where he doesn't defend it all the time because of the McCarthy PC, that being the main story here. We're trying to get everyone over. We're trying to get a whole faction over, not just the one guy. So in April, I have him and the Tevlins, let's just say, fighting Solomon Seraph. Is that what the other guy's called in the Horde? And Haley Cooling, the Horde members. Because one, I think Haley Cooling's really come into their own in the Horde. So give Haley Cooling all the matches. I think out of the four members of the Horde, next one to win the Adrenaline title, hands down. I think that's not an unpopular opinion. I think that's a common take uh, in the Futureshock faithful. And yeah, so with the storyline going into this, uh, Gorgon, this will all be done uh, from the amazing promos that Futureshock have on the socials. Gorgon, at this point, in my mind, he's taking care of AJ. Kayfabe injury. And he's like, while I've been gone, chasing this little pest out of here, my title is King, has been slipping due to this new faction. And I want to prove to them that the Horde is still on top. And that's basically the justification for the matchup. It's which faction is the best one. And I would have Declan McCarthy pinning Solomon. Make that a statement. Gorgon tries to use the mist to blind one of them, but one of the Tevlins jumps in front of Deck, so Declan McCarthy can hit his really scary powerbomb onto Solomon. Could he do it? I think so. If not, he hits it on Seraph, and Seraph takes the pin. May. We get into May now. And, Proctor has had a tried to help Slam Johnson in March. We've had Slam Johnson and Proctor Slambulance, two of the three people in the match in January, or February 1st, I don't know. So let's have the third person. After he's taken care of his PC demons, I think he wins. I think it will be a handicap match between oh no, I've forgotten to write their names down for this. Just bear with me one moment. Kong and Aziz. I hope I'm saying that right. Handicap match of Troy Ryan at Strike First. But Troy Ryan wins, pinning Kong. So yeah, that's the justification why he gets a title match. Because Declan McCarthy, above all else, believes that title match need to be earned. He felt like that he earned the title match months ago, but then never got it until he finally beat Joey. So yeah, that's the justification for Troy Ryan getting a world title match, because with the unfortunate injury of Anderson Daniels, we need to do something with Troy Ryan because he's a very good wrestler, Futureshock. So I think inserting him into this main world title program, he's good enough. And I would have Declan McCarthy win, but the PC, Aziz and Kong. Aziz distracts, Kong knocks the referee down, Declan McCarthy low blow, double team finisher move, ref gets up and counts the 3 on Troy. So they win, but they cheat. And Declan McCarthy makes a point of saying, I've got my friends, where's yours? Oh yeah, in a brace. Because you're too reckless to lead this company. I'm the only one who can lead this company. And so on and so forth. June. Yes, June. June, there's 2 options for this booking. You can decide which one. But there are 2 options here. Either Declan McCarthy with, the PC. They how do I describe this? Declan McCarthy isn't involved in the match, but he accompanies them for the tag titles. At this point, I believe the 05 would have the titles, because I'm assuming they're winning it for Love of Wrestling. So, manager. Why can't I couldn't think of the name manager? Declan McCarthy is the manager for the Tevlins. The Tevlins win the tag titles. I want to sort of build up this faction of having multiple gold at multiple times. this sort of event is framed around the PC members trying to win all the gold. So, in the main event, because I believe Declan would worm his way into not working the show. Also, we need to give him so this is this timeline. In this timeline, he does work the show, so that's where the split differs off. I believe Deck would try and help Kong, beat Tony Wright for the title, but Tony Wright is able to muster through and win. I know this doesn't tie into my Tony Wright booking. Sorry, but this I'm taking these booking as like it's not one shared universe. It's just like if we only had to book around one guy, what will we do? Obviously, in real life, they have to book around about 30 different guys. So that's why there's inconsistencies. So if you don't like it, blame the laws of relativity. Sir Isaac, blame him. Sir Isaac Newton. And then in this timeline, where he does work the show, I would have it be HT Drake, just because we need credible people who can challenge for the title. HT Drake gave one of Joey Hayes' better matches. The justification for this is that HT Drake, I believe, is a former world champion. If he isn't, he should have been by this point. If he isn't a former world champion, what we're doing. So yeah, HT Drake stakes his claim, but this time Declan McCarthy wins clean, just so that we can establish a hierarchy, basically, because we don't want Declan McCarthy to just, with him being as busy as just win through interference all the time. We need to establish he's good on his own. And then we get to July. We're in the run up to anniversary. Anniversary being next month. Here I would have there being on the June show a number one contenders match for the world title. This would be between Sam Bailey, Teddy Ray. I'd throw in Proctor, because he never got his match. Troy Ryan, just to keep that sort of, storyline going between them two. This will make sense later. So, and what happens is that Troy Ryan has the win. Proctor throws Troy Ryan over the ropes trying to get the pin, but Sam Bailey would kick out. And through Troy Ryan being mad at Proctor, this gives Teddy Ray the opening he needs to hit his whatever finisher Teddy Ray has in Futureshock. I forgot at the moment. On to Dr. Proctor. Teddy Ray is the number one contender for the world title. And then Teddy Ray will, in July, face Declan McCarthy. And I would have Declan McCarthy lose by DQ, so he still keeps the title, but he intentionally gets himself disqualified, so the title can't change hands, but Teddy Ray does technically win by DQ. Whether it be interference or hitting him with a chair. The board decide, Declan, we're tired of you cheating. You cheated Teddy Ray out of it, so Teddy Ray gets another shot at anniversary, no DQ. And because it's no DQ, Deck can use the PC to his advantage. And so basically we see sort of a bigger version of what happened with his title match with Joey, where the PC comes out to try and intervene, but in Teddy's corner, they come out to ward off the PC members are Slambulance and Troy Ryan, the ones who have been most affected by Declan McCarthy's PC getting involved with their matches. But it isn't enough. That McCarthy wins after he catches Teddy from a top rope move and delivers his cool powerbomb thing. Uh, but Declan is exhausted. He lays on the mat. Cue the Metallica. He's waited half a year, more than half a year, 8 months, I believe. He's waited, but Scott Oman is cashing in his title opportunity that he run in the trophy tournament. Um, Due to Depp McCarthy being so tired, he can't escape the ring. The PC members try and drag him out of the arena, but this time, and I know it sounds weird, but I just want the Depp McCarthy story to come full circle. This small couple of months reign that he's had. The Horde are at, in my mind, this is the Guild Hall. The Hordes are at the fire exit. They stop them. They try to go through the front entrance, Slambulance and Troy Ryan, and then for a brief moment, the Horde are faces as they help Slambulance and Troy Ryan beat down the PC members. They throw Declan in the ring. Scott Oman finally comes out. I want him to wait that long. I'm playing a 4-minute entrance timer for Scott Oman here. Scott Oman goes to the ring. He cashes in, and with everyone having brawled outside, it's just Deck. It's just Scott, and Scott Oman becomes your Futureshock World Champion at the 22nd year anniversary. And then in September, just to tie up loose ends, Depp McCarthy gets the rematch, but Scott Oberman wins after Teddy Ray and Northwest Strong interfere to cost Declan, because through the last months of 2026, it's going to be the Depp McCarthy PC versus Northwest Strong, Keenan, Chris Ridgway, and Teddy Ray versus the Depp McCarthy PC. And I would have that run because remember, the Tevlins are the tag champs at this point, and then in December they drop the titles to Northwest Strong. I know you're thinking, why am I having such short reigns for them all? But if you remember, they won the titles in June. They drop it in December. That's half a year. That's roughly the amount of time that people get with the titles. So I think this helps elevate the PC members more because they're more involved in multiple matches. You see them a lot more. The more we see of the PC members, the more we get to know them, the more that they become more, iconicized in the Futureshock space, basically. So that's how I would book Depp McCarthy's title reign, and briefly touch upon the remaining of 2026. Let me know, has my biases clouded my judgment of Depp McCarthy, or was this a pretty good booking? Let me know in the comments down below. Stay rambling.